Quick disclaimer. Just to be clear, when I say FIFA made this money, I mean revenue, not pure profit. In the 2018 World Cup year, FIFA made $4.641 billion. In the 2022 World Cup year, FIFA made $5.769 billion. For the 2026 World Cup, FIFA originally expected to generate around $11 billion. Later reports suggested the final tournament revenue could be closer to $15 billion, although the complete audited figures are not publicly available yet. Now, that's understandable, right? I mean, it's a World Cup year, and the World Cup is the most-watched sporting event ever, so it makes sense that they make money like that. Even though it is pretty crazy how much the money increases every time the World Cup rolls around. From $4 billion to $5 billion, and now more than $11 billion. Wow. Well, it was expanded and brought to the land of making money, so yeah, it makes sense that it rose that high to more than $11 billion. But you would then expect that FIFA only makes its money in the World Cup year, right? Because that's when there is a World Cup. Well, no. It's an organization, so of course it makes money in the years when there is no World Cup. Otherwise, it shouldn't be a sustainable business, I don't think. Or maybe it would be? I mean, $5 billion every 4 years is a lot of money, right? Or are the people watching my videos millionaires and billionaires? Anyway, yes, FIFA makes money every year as well. But how much, though? Guess. Go on, guess. Have you guessed? All right, well, if you guessed anything below $100 million, you'd be wrong. Even anything below $200 million, you'd still be wrong. Let me give you the numbers. In 2019, they made $765.7 million. In 2020, they made $266.5 million, but that was because of the worldwide you-know-who. In 2021, they made $766.5 million. In 2023, they made $1.170 billion. In 2024, they made $483 million. In 2025, they made $2.661 billion. Crazy, right? Staggering numbers for an organization that is supposed to thrive off tournaments. To make this kind of money in years when the most popular one is not being played. Did you catch that? I said the most popular. You know what? We'll delve into that later. Let's ask the question then. How does FIFA make its money? Well, the first answer is obvious. The World Cup. Well, duh. I'm an idiot, but not that much of an idiot. Of course they make their money off the World Cup, but how? Okay, so you see how this past World Cup had 48 countries? Well, everyone from each one of those 48 countries will want to watch their country playing. To broadcast that, TV stations in those countries will have to come and purchase broadcasting rights from FIFA to show the games on their stations. That's 48 countries paying for the same thing. And of course, the price will vary from country to country. I mean, you can't expect a TV station in Haiti to pay the same amount of money as a TV station in the USA. But that is still money which, when accumulated, will go beyond billions. For the just-ended World Cup, I read that Fox paid roughly $485 million for English-language rights, while Telemundo paid approximately $600 million for Spanish-language coverage. That is a lot of money, and they paid that amount to be able to show every single game. So you see how the packages are? There are multiple packages FIFA is selling, so yes, they make a lot of money just off broadcasting rights. Then we have sponsorships, which we would officially call marketing rights, and, oh, we can only guess how much they are paying in sponsorship money. The official insert company service here of the FIFA World Cup. My God, there were a lot. I'm sure in the future we will get the official yellow card maker of the FIFA World Cup. My word. But yeah, they make a ton from sponsors. They pay for their logos around stadiums, advertising during broadcasts, permission to use FIFA and World Cup branding, hospitality access, exclusive product categories, promotional campaigns featuring the tournament, and, well, there are a lot. In the Qatar World Cup, FIFA made $1.795 billion just from marketing rights. Next one is ticket sales, and, well, we all heard about the controversy around ticket prices just this past World Cup. And because there are different seats, FIFA makes a ton of money. With tickets costing from $2,030 to $6,730, that is a lot of money they are making just from tickets to see the matches. And with 104 matches being played this World Cup, well, that's a lot of matches in a lot of stadiums and a lot of money. Just the final alone for the 2026 World Cup, FIFA's official ticket prices reportedly ranged from $2,030 to $6,730. Then dynamic pricing pushed some premium standard sections as high as $32,970. And on the resale market, some listings reportedly went close to $200,000. To be able to spend $32,000 to watch a football match. Just wow! Imagine you had that kind of money. I can only imagine. Well, pulling myself out of my financial misery, the next way FIFA makes its money is through licensing. What this basically means is getting FIFA's permission to use their stuff. So, the World Cup name, logos, mascots, trophy imagery, official tournament branding, branded merchandise, video game, and digital products. That's why EA Sports no longer has FIFA, but rather EAFC, because they didn't want to pay the money for licensing. Really, manufacturers may produce official footballs, shirts, stickers, toys, collectibles, and other products, but they need permission to use FIFA's protected branding. So any World Cup jersey printed, if you want it to have anything FIFA, then you have to pay FIFA. Next up, we have the tournaments. Obviously, the Men's World Cup is the golden goose, but there are other tournaments, like the Women's World Cup, the Under-20 World Cup for both men and women, and the Under-17 World Cup for both men and women. So that alone is 6 different World Cups. Then we have the Club World Cup, a massively expanded tournament featuring 32 of the best club teams from all 6 confederations. The Intercontinental Cup, an annual tournament where the winners of the top continental club competitions play each other. And the Women's Champions Cup, a newly introduced international club competition for women's teams. Oh, wait, I'm not done. We also have the FIFA Futsal World Cup, the official indoor 5-a-side world championship. FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup, the global championship played on sand. FIFA Series, friendly tournament brackets organized by FIFA to give countries across different confederations more opportunities to play each other. FIFA Arab Cup, a major tournament contested by national teams from across the Arab world. So that's a total of how many competitions? 13 or so competitions, all running and making them money constantly. I mean, FIFA budgeted around $2 billion in revenue from the expanded 2025 Club World Cup. Money, money, money. However, FIFA does not keep all the money it generates. I know, right? Shocking. After everything we have just talked about, you would think Gianni Infantino, oh, he is the FIFA president, by the way, huge controversy surrounding him and how he runs FIFA, but I'm not going to talk about that. You would think he has a giant vault somewhere and swims through the money every morning like Scrooge McDuck. But no, a large part of FIFA's revenue is spent back into football. They have to organize the tournaments themselves, and that is not cheap. Stadium operations, referees, security, technology, transportation, accommodation, broadcasting production, staff, prize money, all of it costs money. You cannot run a World Cup with 48 countries and 104 matches using vibes and inshallah. Then there is prize money. FIFA pays the countries that qualify, and the further a team goes, the more money it receives. The winners get the biggest amount, the runners-up get less, and even the teams that go out early still receive money. FIFA also gives participating countries preparation money before the tournament even begins. So yes, FIFA earns billions from the World Cup, but it also sends hundreds of millions back to the teams actually playing in it. Which is fair, because imagine making all that money from Messi, Mbappe, Yamal, and the rest, then sending them home with a medal and a handshake. If you want to know more about the FIFA payout, shameless plug, I would encourage you to watch my video on how much FIFA pays every team at the World Cup. Anyway, FIFA also sends money to its 211 member associations through development programs. This money can be used for training centers, pitches, youth football, women's football, refereeing, coaching, administration, and competitions. So even countries that may never reach the World Cup can still receive FIFA funding. That is how FIFA's influence reaches almost every corner of football. And when you are the person giving everyone money, suddenly everyone listens when you start talking. Which, if you're listening, Infantino, if you could just pass a couple million over here? As if he is going to see this video. Anyway, there are also solidarity payments. For example, FIFA may make billions from a tournament like the Club World Cup, but not every club gets to participate. So some of the money can be distributed to clubs and football associations that were not even in the competition. It is basically FIFA saying, sorry you were not invited, but here is something small so you do not complain too loudly. And by something small, I mean millions of dollars, because football has completely destroyed our understanding of what small means. Of course, FIFA also has normal operating costs. Staff salaries, offices, legal fees, travel, technology, and administration. Because FIFA is not just a few men sitting in Zurich waiting for the World Cup. It is a huge global organization running tournaments, negotiating contracts, dealing with sponsors, and working with football associations. So yes, they make a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money. But no, they don't get to keep all of it. So hopefully, now you have an idea of how FIFA makes its money. And it makes a lot of money. Lastly, I have seen that now I have a couple of subscribers. To think that people would actually want to hear me yap about football money and actually subscribe to the channel? I'm honored. Thank you. Okay, video over. Bye-bye.